Well, this is a test just to see if this thing is working the way it's supposed to. Hey folks, Sprocket here after a long hiatus. Life got in the way. Divorce and computer issues. So hopefully we'll get all that straightened out and we'll get back to having a good time working on stuff. In the meanwhile, I've gotten a new project which I'm going to show you here shortly. Sorry for the bad camera work. This is actually the first time I'm using this to try and make a video. It's a camera I got a long time ago, but never had any way of downloading the video. So hopefully, again, that is resolved. So, without further ado, I'm going to turn you around here. This, wow, it's really zoomed in, is an H6 Chevy Corvair engine. It's from my 1962 Corvair, which, if I can, I will input some pictures. It's not in the best shape, but anyway, when I got this engine, I was, well, let me preface, this engine came out of a junkyard, literally just sitting in the cargo area of a Corvair van, and I've done a lot of work cleaning it up, just a lot of work. This thing was a mess, had rat's nest in it, all that happy stuff. So what I'm currently doing is I'm in the process of reassembly. So I just put the distributor and stuff back on it. New fuel pump, of course, got a new oil filter. I got other parts on the way. But what I want to do is get this thing test fired. I'm going to try and start it, which is not coming. It's not going to be this video. It's going to be another video. It's going to be a will it run, which seem to be very popular these days. So yeah, I mean, you can see this is obviously not a new engine. I have no idea the history, no idea when was the last time it ran. But yeah, it's a funny looking little thing. But oh, also got a new vacuum advance, that's what it's called, yeah. But you can see how these ribs are shiny is because I took all the casting flash off of them with a die grinder and smoothed them out. Better cooling that way. But yeah, right there where the rag's sticking out, that's where one of the carburetors goes. There's the other one, which they're over here on the table. Got them cleaned up, rebuilt, all kinds of interesting pieces. I still have a couple of pieces to put on, but yeah, should be interesting because this will be my first experience with a Corvair trying to start it. So you can see the exhaust is down here on the bottom. 1, 2. Had to drill out those studs for the mounting because they were all busted off. Drill them out, retap them, so that way they're actually usable. Of course, this is the bell housing, but on a Corvair engine, it's actually part of the engine. It's not part of the transmission. Well, I guess technically it is. It's both. But it acts as a seal for the engine as well. And you can see right here, that is the crankshaft. This is a weird one because this is the top of the engine. That's the crank. It is above the camshaft, which is down below it. There are pushrod tubes. You can kind of sort of see them. Where's my finger? There it is. Right there. There's a pushrod tube. So of course this is an H6, H meaning horizontal. So they got 3 cylinders each side and 6 tubes each side where the pushrods go through. It's also how the oil returns to the engine. It comes through and returns that way. It's kind of weird. It comes through the pushrods and then goes back through the pushrod tubes. So these things are notorious for leaking and making a mess. Now mine is naked right now because all the covers are off of it, so I could get at it and clean all the fins out. And that mess right there is all of the fins, yeah, the tins, or all the metal shrouding that goes around this thing, because on top of here a fan sits and it's run by the belt off the crank over here, and this fan circulates air down through these fins on both sides, and then that's how it cools the engine. And then over here, this is an oil cooler to cool the engine oil. Obviously it's an air-cooled engine, so that means no antifreeze. But anyway, like I said in the beginning, this is just a test to see how this goes, and if it goes well, you'll be seeing it on YouTube. So until the next video, have a good one.